Rockstar just made shockwaves on the internet this morning. They announced pre-order prices for both the standard and ultimate editions. They dropped over 50 new screenshots, and from those screenshots, along with a little bit of information from the website, we've learned some really interesting new things, of which I will be covering in this video. If you're new here, smash the like button and make sure you're subscribed. On this channel, we cover all things GTA 6, from the patents and leaks to deep dives on game mechanics and locations leading up to launch and beyond. We got a lot of ground to cover, so without any further ado, I'm Sav. This ain't your average YouTube clickbait. Let's dive in. So here's what Rockstar confirmed today. Pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6 will go live at midnight local time on June 25th here in the continental US. Australia has already gone live. People like TGG have already got their pre-orders in. But for those of you wondering, that is tonight for us. There are two editions, a standard edition and an ultimate edition. The standard edition comes in at $79.99, which is exactly what I thought it would be. The ultimate edition, however, is actually a little bit cheaper than I thought it was going to be, and it comes in at just $99.99. Now, no matter which edition you go with, every single pre-order comes with the Vintage Vice City pack. There are 3 pieces to it, so let's go over those. The first piece is a car. You get a 1955 Vapid Stanier. It's a 2-tone sedan closely resembling a mid-1950s American full-size sedan like a Ford Fairlane. But it also comes with a personal garage called the Shore Court Garage that sits near Ocean Beach. Now that garage is not just a parking spot for that vehicle. It has a built-in weapons locker for swapping your loadout, as do other garages scattered around the map. And this likely means that when choosing your ride, you'll also be choosing your kit. As we've mentioned in previous videos, the old school weapons menu is now gone, and you're only able to carry what you can fit on your back, tucked in your waistband, or in your hands. These weapons will also likely be stored in the trunk of your vehicle. Rockstar is now leaning heavily into this new inventory system similar to that of Red Dead Redemption 2. But the garage also has a drop point for stolen goods, and this is really interesting. We've known about fences for a while thanks to the debug code, but to have a drop-off point on a property that you own is a really cool touch. This likely means that we'll be stealing more than just cash. And if the art heist coming up in July for GTA 5 is any indicator of what's coming with GTA 6, Rockstar looks to be giving us more creative control over making money in GTA 6. Now the second bit has more to do with clothing and hair, and there's a new look for each character. Jason gets a linen suit in a vintage pastel color. He gets a period hairstyle to match. Lucia gets a red sequin mini dress and a curly hairstyle to go with it. And this is a direct tie back to the 80s for sure, and I love it. The last piece of the free pack is the weapon pattern. It's a palm tree design with a blue background and black palm trees. Now if you think that looks familiar, it's because they pulled it straight from Tommy Vercetti's shirt in GTA Vice City. In that game, if you haven't played it, he wore a blue palm tree shirt that became pretty iconic. Now it seems the pattern goes on most guns in the game, and I absolutely love that they're doing a callback for Tommy, even if this is just a weapon camo. Fingers crossed for more nods to Vice City. So that's everything in the free pack. Now let's talk about the $100 Ultimate Edition and what the extra $20 actually gets you. The first thing to understand is that the ultimate content is not dumped on you at the start. It unlocks slowly across the story as it progresses. New items start showing up chapter by chapter as Jason and Lucia's story moves forward. Now this is Rockstar's not so subtle way of trying to get players to purchase the Ultimate Edition over the standard. For an extra $20 on a game that people were already speculating was going to be $100 anyway, this is a pretty easy decision for anyone that wants the complete experience and has the extra $20 to spend. So let's start with the vehicles, because there are several. First off, you get a 1967 Vapid Dominator buggy. It's an off-road build. It is stored at a garage in Watson Bay called the Paradise Garage. Now that garage has its own weapon locker and stash box as well. Rockstar also says on the website that it's a great vehicle for navigating the backwoods of Mount Calaga and, quote, beyond. You also get a 1995 Grotti Cheetah. It's Grotti's signature mid-90s sports car. Rockstar calls it an ode to shore drive. It has this minimalistic, retro, futuristic livery. It shows up in the later stages of the game. You also get vehicles parked at Jason's safe house. One is a Dinka Enduro motorcycle in sort of an army green look. There's also a Crest kayak and a built-up version of Jason's Vapid Granado pickup. Kayaking is indeed confirmed as a player activity now thanks to this new information. Then there's this new boat called the Shih Tzu Squall. Rockstar says it's a great fishing boat on the website, but it also comes with an explosive weapon crate. Not sure if this is for warding off law enforcement or fishing creatively, but the last vehicle perk is a classic car collection. There's an in-game collector and local fixer named Wyman, which we've been hearing about since the leaks in 2022. He gives you jobs to track down abandoned and half-finished project cars. You then restore them and make them your own, and 4 of those cars are only available in the Ultimate Edition. Beyond the cars themselves, you also get 2 new places to customize them. Two vehicle mod shops open up only with the Ultimate Edition. The first is Ride Out Customs in Vice City. The second is One-Eyed Willie's in Lake Leonidas. Ride Out Customs we've known about and will likely be a continuation of the Benny's type customization from GTA 5, but with newer cars and features. One-Eyed Willie's in Lake Leonidas is likely where we're going to be seeing paint jobs like this, more of a hand-painted, airbrushed, backwoods paint shop type deal. Now that covers the cars, so let's move on to the weapons. You get the Hawk and Little Morgan revolver. There's also a version for Jason and a version for Lucia. In the story, they come from the Vercetti estate. They also show up at Ammunition at some point during the story. They have these palm tree etched grips, engraved detailing that seem to come with a scope and personalized finishes. You also get personalized sidearms like Jason's custom Girardi ES9 pistol and Lucia's close K17 pistol. Both have detailed engravings as well. Now the weapon customization we've known about, but it's nice to see more iterations of it, and it looks like we can even put Jason and Lucia's names on their firearms, you know, just in case the police are having a hard time tying you to the crime. The Vercetti camo is definitely a nice touch. Rockstar, please, more of that. Now the Ultimate Edition also includes some extra story content. It's tied to a gang. The gang is called the PTT Youngins. They grow hydroponics in hidden locations around the map, and apparently there's a location called the PTT Youngins Illegal Goods Store, and it's in Southside Vice City. The Ultimate Edition gives you a way to raid it for special items and contraband. So this is a new faction, or at the very least, a raidable faction location. This is the first time hearing about PTT Youngins, so this will likely be some kind of black market fence for stolen goods, of which we can likely purchase from, sell to, or raid for some extra cash. Now the last thing the Ultimate Edition adds is cosmetics, and there are a lot of them. You get the extra Vice City styles for both characters. That means more outfits, more tattoos for Jason and Lucia. You get a capsule of clothing called the Good Time Gear. It's based on a character named Maka, the gator from an in-game TV show. You get access to the clothing store called Stock 305 in the Stockyard area, and you get access to Sarah's unisex salon, which does hairstyles for both Jason and Lucia. Jason can also get facial hair done, and Lucia can do her makeup and nails. Then you get access to a tattoo parlor called Electric Fang Tattoo, which has over 50 different unique tattoos that were designed by a real art collective called Fale, or Fail. But what strikes me the most is just how different they look from one screenshot to the next. Rockstar seems to be doing a really great job at letting us turn these two into whatever style or vibe you like during your playthrough. Now, before we wrap up, there's some fine print stuff worth going over. Now, if you pre-order digitally through the PlayStation Store or the Microsoft Store, you get 1 free month of GTA Plus. That month deposits 500,000 in-game dollars into your character's bank. It also unlocks special shark cards with a 15% bonus, and it gives you free and discounted vehicles as well as opening a library of classic Rockstar games. But probably the biggest complaint I'm hearing across the board is that the game will not include a disc. This seems to be a digital-only launch. According to Rockstar, you can still get the game box and I'm assuming the map, but it will be for the first time without a disc. And I'm just gonna say this now, if Rockstar is doing this, I expect the rest of the industry to begin following suit. The days of discs are likely coming to an end, sadly. And there is one more piece of fine print, and this one is good news. You do not have to commit to the Ultimate Edition tonight. You can buy the Standard Edition now and then upgrade to the Ultimate Edition later. There's a separate upgrade package for that. Just make sure that if you want the pre-order bonuses that you do that before November 19th. Now, $80 is the number that I've been saying for a while. It just felt right, so I'm glad to see that Zelnick was being honest about the game being reasonably priced. I think for the pure amount of time that you're gonna get out of this game, it's worth every penny at $80. Now, the Ultimate Edition is a different question. The content is story-paced, it rolls out over time, not all at once, so whether that extra $20 is worth it comes down to how much you care about cosmetics and extra side content. There's a whole conversation to be had about Rockstar locking that extra content behind an extra $20. But that's the quick and dirty update. If you guys want to go deeper into screenshots and more of the website stuff, be sure to pop by the live stream tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We will be diving deep into all of that and seeing just what new goodies we can find. I am curious to hear from you guys though. What do you think about the game being discless? And are you paying the extra $20 for the Ultimate Edition? I think I am. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one.
From dusk till dawn, I turn my speakers on. Why they wanna play with the king? I told them meet LeBron. There's darkness in my city, wrong moves, and you won't see the sun. They be talking loud, but never been where the creatures hunt and bleed for this dream. So why your eyes?